What's good, people? It's your boy Twale, here to bring you a review for Kingdom Chapter 608, entitled The Center's Hope. Now, this chapter started where we left off from last week's chapter with Osen asking Raboku to come join the dark side. Now, Raboku, understandably, and like everybody predicted, he said no. But it was his wording in saying no that kind of like I don't know, it kind of like threw me off a little bit. So he tells Osen that I don't know you very well, but you're not the type of person to, what does he say? He said I don't know you very well, and while you may be a person who can lay swaths to lay great waste to kingdoms and shit, you're not the type that will be able to nurture and raise a kingdom. And like you get like the reactions from Denrimi and So-Oh and, you know what I'm saying, the Zao people, like, well, one reacting to Raboku like getting that offer. Like they're like, yo, Osen, you really trying to recruit mid-battle? Like Raboku, nonetheless, like you really trying that, my nigga? So they was reasonably taken back by it. Then Raboku keeps talking his mess. Like, yeah, like I said, you might be, you know what I'm saying, one to destroy large pieces of kingdoms, but you're not one to grow and nurture one. And he said Osen was the most foolish person on the battlefield or something. Like, it was how he worded everything that kind of threw me off. Because it's like, wait, Raboku. Wait. Like, I didn't expect Raboku to say yes, but I didn't expect him to come back with the flame like he did. Like, yo, he called my man a fool. So Osen understandably got tight and was like, so that's your answer? A bunch of bitching and a bunch of excuses? I bet. You gonna regret that. And then Raboku tells him, no, you're gonna regret that. So Osen sends his men in to attack and kill Raboku now, because he couldn't recruit him, so fuck it, might as well kill this nigga, right? Now, this is when things just got a little bit out of hand in terms of like what the fuck was actually being said, okay? So Denrimi and So-Oh, they make the moves. They got the order from Osen and they make the move. So-Oh is gonna be the one to actually go and attack and try to kill Raboku, while Denrimi and his group are gonna be the ones that go and protect Osen and get him back to you know what I'm saying, the formation's HQ. Now on the opposite end, on the Zao's end, Fute, I can't say his name without laughing. Okay, Fute. I really can't say his name without laughing, yo. This bum nigga Fute thinks he's gonna be able to actually take Osen's head. Not only that, but Kane, the one I thought actually had a little bit of common sense, was like, yeah. Leave Osen to Fute. We have to go save Raboku's. Yo. Oh, I wish I was home so that I could grab one of my swords, because this is honestly fucking hilarious. So when I read that panel and they say, yeah, we gonna leave Fute to Osen, or we're gonna leave Osen to Fute, however you want to put it. In my mind, I was like, oh, okay, So-Oh is about to kill Fute. Because they both gonna be like charging forward, trying to get at each other's generals, and they're yo, if Fute kills So-Oh, I'm gonna be tight. Like, yo, I'm gonna be so tight. Fute is trash. I don't get how, like, this dude, like, how did he ever think he was gonna become one of the three great heavens with people like Kesha, Sansuiju, Shiba Show? It's like, yo, like, well, he didn't know about Shiba Show, but it's like, come on, bruh. Even Kisui's better than your bitch ass. Okay, I should not be laughing this hard at a fictional character. I really shouldn't. But I don't know, damn, I'm crying. Like, yo, Fute just makes me laugh. So we get like that was like the basic gist of the center. Osen says, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter because like the right wing will break through soon enough, and then that'll be the end of Raboku. And then Raboku says, no matter what, your right wing, like you shouldn't bank on your right wing coming because they're not, you know what I'm saying? Raboku has confidence that even if they did come, Ocean would still lose the war. Like, it's the overconfidence that Raboku has in himself and in his soldiers is crazy to me. But you know what? Fuck it. Because at this point, it's like, nigga, if your king is not going to believe in you, who the fuck else is going to believe in you if not you? Like, your king is literally leaving you out to dry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it, man. You use everything, use everything you got, including Fute. Fucking Fute. Oh man, yo, that character is just hilarious. So we swing over after we get Raboku and Osen going back to their HQs. We swing over to Shin and them. Now we slide over to Shin, and Shin bodies some random Ryun fodder, because I think that's who they sent after Shin, the Ryun, and a couple of the 10 spears, at least 3 of the 6 that was left, because I remember 3 of them went to go fight Uhon, and 3 of them went to go fight Shin. And Garo told Shin that, like, him and Gakurai, and that the High Hyo, the Dukyo soldiers, basically the High Hyo, they'll be the ones that take care of the front while Shin recoups and gets his strength back for, you know what I'm saying, for the final fight and for the flanking of Raboku and them. Now, Garo is about to get his ass clapped straight like that, and I'ma say it for Garo. I don't care if he's in the high Shin unit. The nigga should have died. The same thing I said when who was it? When the Chu guys, Rokuomi's my nigga, should have died. There's no way that he's fighting Rinbunken Kun, whatever his name was, the Chu dude that Toe killed. There's no way he was fighting him, getting his shit bodied, you know what I'm saying, blasted back, and was able to parry every arrow. Like, nah, that didn't make no sense. If you got sharpshooters on the field, which is like the equivalent of our modern day snipers, if you got sharpshooting fucking archers on the field, they should be catching bodies when people are dueling. Like, that should not be it should not be a question of like, oh, he missed and that was a lucky shot, that's why it helped. No, Garo should have died. Like, Garo should have died, and Jin and them should have, like, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna have Jin and Tan covering everybody's asses, then honestly Hara should have did a better job of showing this throughout the war instead of just this one little this one like segment of the chapter. Because like from what Tan was saying, Jin has been doing this throughout the entire battles. Like, throughout the entirety of the war, Jin has just been loosing arrows, just loose, to the point where he hasn't given himself a chance to rest, recuperate, to take a break, any of that. So when he saves Garo, Tan is looking like, yo, that was, and Jin is like, yeah, that was a fluke, bruh. I'm tired. My arms are getting heavy. My bow is getting heavy. I'm like, that was a fluke. I aimed for his head and missed, caught his arm. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, yo, you saved Garo. And he's like, nah, that wasn't a save, bruh. That was me fucking up. Like, Garo should have died. And that, like, I don't, like, because, like, storytelling wise, we already got the Sosa death. So it's like, we can't just have every veteran die, but it's like, yo, Garo should have died. He's not even like he's the one that gets most of the highlight from the Hyo guys, but like, isn't Gakurai the like leader of the Dukyo guys? So like, he could have died, and Garo could have died, and then he got a boost and took out one of those 10 spears dudes. But that didn't happen. Jin with his arrow saves Garo. Garo then takes out Heishu, I think his name was. All I know is he was the 3rd spear and I'm guessing that the number of spear, like the third spear, would be the third best out of the 10, because they said that the Ryun are the top, are the elites of Gyo-eun's army, and then the 10 spear are the 10 best of the Ryun. So if they're categorized in that fashion, if they're categorized, you know what I'm saying, the first spear is the number 1 of the 10, and the third spear is the third of the, then, you know what I'm saying, then Garo went up against, you know what I'm saying, apart from the generals, he went up against what can be argued the third strongest person on this field, aside from like the commanders like Shin, Kyokai, Gak, you know what I'm saying, aside from like those people, the Banagis, the Gyo-euns, the Uhons, this Hey Shu guy, I think that's his name, Hey Shu, whatever, he's dead now, so it don't really matter, but he should be fairly strong in terms of like martial might, in terms in as far as Gyo-eun's army. No, because Gyo-eun's army was said to be the strongest army on this field. So yeah, this dude should be like top 10 in terms of the entire battlefield. In terms, like I said, outside of the commanders, he should be top 10. So Garo struggling against him wasn't bad. I just would rather him struggle and get the win on his own rather than struggle and then get saved by Jin. But as we're like focusing on Jin and Tan and whatever, and we get the realization that Jin is tired. Like, my man apparently has been shooting arrows nonstop. His arms is getting heavy. His bow is getting heavy. The man's coming up to his wall, like to his limit, and it's to be expected. Like, this is his first real campaign. This is his first battle. Like, the first time he's actually gone to war, pushed himself to these limits. So yeah, him after 15 days not being really able to hit every single target like bullseye, it makes sense. But Tan is just trash, man. Like, Tan is just beyond trash. There's no way that you telling me that this man hasn't killed a single fucking enemy soldier in 15 days of combat. Like, I'm sorry, the shooting at horses in the eyes, that was okay, but it's like, bruh, you are a sharpshooting archer and you cannot connect with a living body. And it's like, I don't want Jin to die just to give Tan the necessary character development to have him actually kill a person. Like, that your brother dying shouldn't be what caused you to kill someone. Like, your brother being in danger, okay. You yourself being in danger, like, you're on the battlefield, bruh. At any given moment, now that they see that there are skilled archers in the High Shin unit, they can send detachments to go kill Jin. And if anybody gets close enough, Tan will have to defend his brother. So I'm hoping that Horror doesn't go the route that he went with Bito and Bihei, you know what I'm saying, where he kills the younger, well, he kills one of the brothers in order to, like, give the other brother the motivation and the development they need to continue on with the High Shin unit. Because in terms of, like, character, like, design, Jin has it all the way. Tan looks like a basic generic foot soldier. Like, he just looks like he just looks like a bland character, design-wise. Character-wise, his internal struggle with taking a life is something that we don't really see a lot in Kingdom, because it's like, even the softest people, like Bihei, like Ko, like Sho, like, even those type of people who are not necessarily, like, gritty, badass type dudes, even they can kill. You know what I'm saying? Even they have shown to put their 2 feet down and take a life. Like, we've seen Bihei step up and kill. We've seen Ko and Sho, the 2 dudes from their village that's in Bihei's unit. We've seen them step up and make kills, even though their personality isn't exactly what you would consider a killer, like a killer personality, but they've stepped up and they have taken lives when it has counted. Now, I get it, they're infantry, so they're in the thick of it a lot more, and you know what I'm saying, that fight or flight reaction I'm saying they've been in a position to exert that a lot more, I guess, because Tan is in the back and he's you know what I'm saying, like relatively like sheltered, being in the back row, loosing the arrows, but still he has to at least be able to defend himself. Okay? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, yeah, next chapter, my man gotta be out there sharpshooting everything under the sun. Like, no. He has to be at least able to defend himself and or his brother when the time comes. If Tan can take out 4 to 5 people who are literally like whose objective it is to like take Jin out, because Jin is seen as a major factor and a key factor on the battlefield, and Tan is able to take out that detachment, you know what I'm saying, and protect his brother, that's cool. I just don't want Jin to die to bring Tan to his level. You know what I'm saying? Like Jin shouldn't have to die just to bring Tan to where Jin is at. You know what I'm saying? If Jin dies, then Tan needs to elevate himself even beyond what Jin has been showing. And Jin has been showing grade A marksmanship. My man's is removed up on a little mountain, little molehill. He built for himself, because it's always a perfect little hill for him to stand on. So he's on top of this hill, sharpshooting to the point where he's getting like he's so tired that his even he is starting to miss slightly. Tan has to step up. Honestly, the rest of the Dukio boys have to step up. You know what I'm saying? If the Ryun is considered the elites of the elites, then the Haihyo should be considered Shin's elites of elites, and they need to, I don't know, because Shin is not the Duke, so I don't think they're gonna be able to like turn into demons like in a snap. But I don't know, like I feel like the Dukio guys are lackluster. Like they're not putting in as much work as they should be for people who were vassals to Dukio. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the same guys that Oki admitted that were not vastly superior, but were slightly more savage and slightly stronger than his own men. And I don't see people like Rokuomi or Rinbo getting taken out like this. Ryokoku, even though he's more of a strategic type, I don't even him I think will put up a way better fight. So I need the Dukio guys to step up. I need Tan to step up. I need Ten, now that things are just complete melee and complete shit. I need her to step up, you know what I'm saying, come up with some different strategies, some different formations than just just rush straight forward. Kyokai hasn't been seen in like 2 or 3 chapters. Want to know what she's doing. At the very end of the chapter, we got Uhon and Gyo-un stepping up to each other, about to have their rematch. Like I said before, I'm all down for Uhon taking out Gyo-un, because if Shin were to do it, it would just be too much on Shin. Like again, Gakue, Chogaryu, Gyo-un, and then possibly fighting Hoken again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like, with the way this chapter is going and the way that these latest chapters have been going, with Shin like commenting on how like his body is still tired and still worn out from his battle with Chogaryu. I don't see Shin being able to kill Hoken, but with the revenge weight and his anger, I can see him being able to push Hoken back. The way I'm looking at it is the Battle of Sai and the entirety of the coalition and the 7 days that Shin was at Sai should be about equal to the damage that he's taken in this current war. Fighting for 15 days, going up against Gyo-un, going up against Chogaryu's elite corps, going up against Chogaryu himself. Like, all of these things should roughly be the equivalent.